Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're just going to talk about the current state of Hololive Online and the European servers, highlighting my server that I play on, obviously Smuggler's Paradise, but it's basically as bad, or it's getting as bad as on the free-to-play server as well. There's been a lot of silence around it, especially online on other platforms that are not controlled by Idols itself. So I thought I'm finally gonna do a video about it because there's nothing to do for me right now in game. There's literally no content going on for a long time now, which gives me more time to make videos. So I started with this one. So as you can see in this footage, I'm doing Melting Ireland alone. This is something that only Russian players can dream of for European servers, or probably practically this one in particular. It's more like a curse because there's so much resources you can get from this, but there is no purpose for them. As I would say, the end justifies the means, but there's nothing we can do with these resources. I'm getting about 16,000 World Elixir every single day now because there's no one to compete with. I'm getting some less if we go with some guilds together. But as you can see from the Discord conversation with the European CM, they are basically avoiding all discussion or questions about the population. There is nothing going to be done about. I have been asking multiple times for a longer time about transferring server characters or even server merging, if that's any possible. Well, it's not possible. It is possible, but they don't want to. So that's my point that I want to get to, is that there is a possibility to simply be done with all this and simply shut down the server, transfer the characters over, and we don't be done with all this discussing and the drama and the bullshit. But it's not happening. As you can see, the CM has been avoiding discussion from this. At some point he felt getting attacked as well, which I completely understand. It is not his fault, there's nothing that he can do about it, but he's the only person that we players can speak to when we have problems with the game, and the problem exists or starts forming when he's not able to bring over the voices from its players, because that's what I feel. Anything we complain about, anything we show discontent about is not being forwarded to the developers, or the developers simply throw it to the trash can straight away, because nothing is being done for about, I'm gonna throw a random year here, but this is about as accurate as it gets, 4 years. I have been playing on the server for 4 years and there has nothing been done by developers to improve population. There has been no marketing. There have been questions and answers from developers to suddenly show interest to the European community, to which they only gave really saddening answers, or they changed and twisted the answers to the questions completely. And what it came down to from the questions was that they are not acknowledging that there is a lack of population. They are saying that there's plenty of people registered. They did say there's a very low activity at the moment, but it's not, they're saying it like they're not going to change anything about it. They're coming with this excuse that there's a lot of people registered. Yeah, registering on the website is not a problem, and having made a character on pay to play is not a problem. I know that myself. I have over 600 people on my friend list. That means that there's at least 600 players, characters made on the server, but this is not what it's about. It's about activity, people actually playing the game, and that is now close to none. And they're not acknowledging that. They're only looking at the numbers on their screen and looking at, oh, we have a lot of people signed up there, so that's good. I don't know honestly what developers can do about it. What we have been asking is something that they can do about it, but they are refusing in some way or another to do it. Simply transfer our characters from this server to the Russian server. I know it's possible because that's what they have done in the past, as you can see with the screenshot from GPotato, which is completely another company, completely another server. They transferred over all those data characters to their own servers, so it's perfectly possible to transfer these characters over to the Russian characters. I wouldn't even mind that our characters would be locked for several weeks, or that they would have to be locked or whatever, to wait for the new season to launch on RU, and then we're thrown into RU with like no gear. I don't mind. I would rather go through the short, hard pain rather than just stay here on the server dead, just because we have to follow the layers with the gearing system. I just don't want to lose anything from my character that I have gathered, all the mounts, all the achievements, everything that I have bought in the past from Vanity and all that stuff. I don't want to lose any of that. I don't want to start over with all of that. That's my main point, and that's the main point of many people that are still playing with me on this server. That is their main issue as well. Now there's not many people left to play with, so obviously I understand that the company doesn't wanna put a guy on some work for 3 days just because 10 players don't want to be transferred over. I completely understand, but the problem goes much further than this. There has been no marketing for this server at all to begin with. When people start playing the game, they're thrown into the free-to-play server right away. There has not been asked to the player for a choice. They don't ask if they would like to play on the subscription server. Hell, I didn't even know about subscription server until I suddenly noticed subscription time on my collector edition as a reward. I was wondering what that was, and only then I found out. There is nothing being done by the game itself, by the publishers itself or developers, to advertise subscription server. Even though that is the cheapest option for the players, I am aware that free-to-play makes the biggest buck for them. That is their main income. I completely understand. But if pay-to-play is not viable for you as a developer, then just simply remove the option. It's like at this point you have the subscription server as an excuse to counter the pay-to-win discussions. But there's actually people playing on the subscription server. I feel like at this point, having the subscription server is an excuse for developers to counter the discussion of all of this pay to win. That is literally it. Because there's next to that, nothing being done to the server to promote it or to stimulate more players to the server. And the people that did choose this one, such as me, are being trapped, and we're basically stuck in a trap. So that's my main problem here, that's my main issue that I wanted to highlight in this video. I wanted to show that the CMs are basically avoiding or ignoring the problem, or they're not able to convey the problem to developers. I don't know what else to do. I'm just a messenger. This is my video. I hope something will change. See you guys on the next one.